In a nail-biting finish that kept fans on the edge of their seats at Wrigley Field, the Chicago Cubs managed to outlast the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-3 on Sunday, clinching the decisive game in their weekend series. It was a contest marked not just by skill, but by sheer grit, and some controversial choices on both sides. This is the kind of game that reminds you why baseball is so addictive. One smart play, or one slip, can tilt the scales. Let's set the scene. Dansby Swanson stepped up in the bottom of the 8th inning with everything hanging in the balance. The score tied, tension thick in the air, and after Cubs loaded the bases with just one out, thanks to some strategic hitting and an intentional walk to Nico Hoerner, Swanson delivered a sacrifice fly to right. Carson Kelly tore home from third to put the Cubs ahead for good. Sometimes the small ball moments win the day, but here's where it gets controversial. Was intentionally walking Hoerner with one out the best move by the Pirates? Would you have taken that risk? Chicago came into this game hungry for a win, especially after losing 4 of their previous 5. Key contributions came from Crow-Armstrong and Ian Happ, who each notched a pair of hits, sparking an offense that had struggled to find rhythm before Saturday's 3-1 victory. Now, with a pivotal 5-game set against the MLB best Milwaukee Brewers looming, a matchup that kicks off Monday with a doubleheader, the Cubs are still 8 games back in the NL Central. The pressure is real, and baseball's marathon season suddenly feels like a sprint to the finish. Let's talk bullpen brilliance. Caleb Thielbar picked up the win by notching one crucial out, and Andrew Kittredge closed the door with a flawless 9th inning for his first save. On the Pirates' side, Isaac Matson took the loss after the decisive intentional walk and fly ball. The Pirates had their moments. Joey Bart gave them a brief lead with a clutch 2-run double in the 6th, and Ronnie Simon nearly kept the rally alive. But the Cubs' Ben Brown worked out of a tense jam, inducing a routine grounder to end the threat. But what really swung this game? The Pirates struggled when it mattered most, going just 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position and stranding a whopping 10 men on base. Opportunities knocked, but Pittsburgh couldn't cash in. That's the part most people miss. You can rack up hits and promising innings, but if you can't bring those runners home, you'll lose close games over and over. And for those tracking every moment, the Pirates' best chance slipped away in the top of the 8th. Bart struck out with the go-ahead run on third. After a walk put 2 on, Ronnie Simon also went down swinging to end the inning. Was this poor execution or brilliant Cubs pitching under pressure? Looking ahead, the Pirates will turn to ace Paul Skenes, who boasts a stellar 2.13 ERA, to open a new series against the Toronto Blue Jays. They'll face off against Kevin Gausman, a proven starter for the AL East leaders. Meanwhile, the Cubs are ready to roll out Cade Horton to kick off Monday's doubleheader, though manager Craig Counsell hasn't tipped his hand for Game 2's starting pitcher. Here's the twist. Should the Cubs be aggressive and go all in for a playoff push even as they sit 8 games back? Or is it time to play for the future and let young talent develop on the big stage? Is the Pirates' approach too conservative at key moments, or are they just unlucky? We want to hear from you. Did the intentional walk backfire on the Pirates, or was it the right call given the situation? Should the Cubs throw everything at making up ground on Milwaukee, or focus on building for next year? Sound off in the comments below. Where do you stand on these crucial calls?